New York hood accent explained. Yo.
New York City, the Big Apple.
Hold on. They talking about New York hood accent explained. I'm from New York. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm from New York, bro. I got my little accent and shit, but to me, it's not an accent. To everybody else, I went to LA one time and I'm talking. He's like, yo, you from New York, bro? I'm like, how you know, bro? He's like, because we was at the store. He was like, yo, I got some water. The shorty's like, water? It's water. So we got here New York hood accents explained. So we about to see what this is about, for real.
New York City, the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps, and the city that never shuts up.
Yo, that ass, bro. Niggas over here do not shut up, bro.
If you listen closely, you'll hear something interesting, something
every
unique.
time.
Each borough has a distinct way of speaking, from the Bronx to Brooklyn, from Harlem to Queens.
That's
what
true.
you'll hear is a different way of speaking depending on who you're speaking to and where you're at. In this video, we're going to focus on the New York accents influenced by African American vernacular English.
To be honest, the New York accent is the best accent in the U.S., bro. It may sound a little biased, but I'm being real, bro. It's the most understandable. It's the cleanest. It's the quickest. It's straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? New York accent is the best accent. Facts.
Or AAVE, and how they differ from borough to borough. So let's start in Harlem, where the traditional New York accent shifts. The Harlem accent has its own rhythm, rooted in African American vernacular English, but with a dash of uptown swag. The Harlem accent developed primarily through the Great Migration, when large numbers of African Americans moved from the southern US to northern cities like New York in the early 20th century. These communities brought southern speech patterns that blended with existing New York dialects, creating a unique variation of African American vernacular English. Harlem's accent is characterized by smooth, rhythmic speech, expressive intonation, and culturally rich slang, shaped by the neighborhood's deep roots.
Just show the accent, bro. I'm just trying to hear. He's explaining it too much.
It's less about regional pronunciation.
That's how I know he's not from New York, bro. If he was from New York, he would have been cut to the chase and would have been showed the accent. Facts. But let's listen to what he got to say, though. Fuck it.
They're more about identity, tone, and delivery. Listen to this clip of a Harlem native speaking.
Finally.
So today, I wanted to talk to you. I know yesterday you probably felt a certain way about the way I communicated.
That nigga's not from New York. Word, he's not from New York. That dude sound like he from the South.
But I'm very unapologetic about the way I communicated because I know what I said was right. Maybe you didn't like the way I said it, but I know what I said was right. And I want to tell you why, you know. If the devil can use him aggressively, then I want you to know God could tell you why, you know. If the devil can use him aggressively, then I want you to know God could use me aggressively.
Use? Yo, listen. If I ran into him in a different state, one thing about New York people, bro, we know our peoples, bro. I've been in other states and you talk to somebody. I've been in other countries and you talk to somebody and you just know, bro. You know they're from New York. This dude right here is not from New York, bro. I mean, he could be from New York, but he don't speak like he's from New York. I would not be able to tell.
I want you to also know, you may not like my delivery. You might say, well, listen here, why did you say it that way?
Say.
I cannot speak to people outside of the church the way I speak to people inside the church. I gotta know my audience. Isn't that what you would say?
Nah, that nigga from New York, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He said audience. Facts.
I speak to people inside the church. I gotta know my audience. Isn't that what you would say if you're talking to a people? The first thing you gotta know is your audience.
You see how the pace slows down and the delivery is smooth. You see how words bend and stretch, so use becomes use and real becomes real. So it's not just how they talk, it's how they carry conversation. Now let's discuss three key components of this accent. The first feature is its smooth rhythmic flow. Speech often has a musical laid-back cadence reflecting jazz and spoken word traditions. So the second feature is the rich use of classic African American vernacular English. Words like dead ass, phrases like you wildin', or words like nah are delivered with clarity and confidence. The third feature of the accent is emphasis or tone shifts. When speaking to a Harlem native, you'll often hear when they're telling a story how their inflection changes depending on what part of the story they're telling to add additional emphasis. They're quite animated, one could say, but in a laid-back fashion. It's never too much or too little. It's just enough.
Now look, I don't know too many Harlem people, so I can't really vouch for this. You know what I mean?
Grammarly helps me get the best experience
bro.
possible while depleting the least amount of hours of.
I'm a passionate brother. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I cry a lot of like that. I'm very emotional. So when people talk about me, I gotta stand up for me because no.
Is that hair dye, nigga, on the table, nigga? This ain't no Jim Jones getting old, bro.
A lot of like.
That's definitely hair dye. Nah, so you put it on hair dye and bro's beard is still gray and white. Use the hair dye in front of you.
I'm very emotional, so when people talk about me, I gotta stand up for me because nobody else gonna stand
the hair dye.
Up for me, as you see. You heard? I fight all my battles on my own. I take losses, I take my wins the same way. You heard? The same smirk, just like this.
Now moving on to Queens, the most diverse borough in the world, apparently. And the accent?
It's true.
Well, it's a fusion. Immigration from the South, from the Caribbean, from Asia, and from Africa has influenced the modern accent. But in this video, we're focusing on AAVE-influenced accents, and the one in Queens emerged from neighborhoods like Jamaica, Ozone Park, and Far Rockaway, where African-American, Caribbean, and Latin American communities live side by side. Rooted in African-American vernacular English.
Wait, what neighborhoods you said?
From the Caribbean, on AAVE-influenced accents, and the one in Queens emerged from neighborhoods like Jamaica, Ozone Park, and Far Rockaway, where African-American, Caribbean, and Latin American communities live side by side. Rooted in African-American vernacular English, this accent blends classic New York speech with Caribbean patois, especially Jamaican and Trinidadian, and Spanish-inflected rhythm and slang. You'll hear fast, rhythmic cadences, dropped endings, and shared phrases like "you wildin" or "dead ass," delivered with a mix of swagger and cultural code switching. It's an urban accent that reflects the borough's layered identities: Black American, Caribbean, African, Asian, and Latino. Listen to this clip.
Nah, hell yeah. I've had guys look. I had a driver. He got he was supposed to go from Vegas to meet me in Miami, and he went in the airport with a hammer on.
Hammer.
So I'm like, the lawyer called me like 2 o'clock in the morning. Said, "You got arrested, this and that." And I go, "Oh." I said, he said, "It's all right to send a lawyer for him." I said, "You ain't gonna need a lawyer, you're gonna need bond." The lawyer after that, when you got priors. Right, and then he called back and he says, no, he said, this now he made the flight.
With a gun in the airport?
Flight. Wait a minute. Wow. Shit already got prior felony. He made the flight by the time we get there in the car. I sat in the car, man. I'm like this.
Nah, New York niggas don't say car like that. He said in the car. In the car. Wait, I'm gonna like that kind of sounded the same.
Notice the pronunciation of the word car. The R at the end is dropped or substituted for an H.
Wait, I don't know, bro. Yo, niggas about to get in the car. In the car. Nah. That's crazy, bro. I didn't even know.
This is something that we see in southern accents as well. So you can potentially attribute this to the Great Migration.
The car.
Also, notice how TH at the end of a word can often be changed to an F.
Facts.
This is something that you hear, especially in Caribbean English. So you can see how that's influenced speech in Queens as well.
Because that energy was there. Yeah. Like, I had to look, the younger. So, I mean, the younger dudes do not want to follow the older guys' path.
Now, I'm sure there are natives of New York that will attribute these two things to other.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. This is actually funny as fuck, bro, because, like, it's really bringing out shit that I just say every day.
Two connections that I can see as it pertains to Queens. Now, let's discuss 3 key components of this accent. The first is its multilingual influence. Caribbean and Latin inflections blend with African American vernacular English, sometimes even using patois with words like ting and ute. The second is flexible code switching. Speakers often shift at ease between different
My nigga Ghost, bro. I fuck with Ghost heavy, bro.
cultures depending on social setting. For example, school or work versus the block. The third is balanced rhythm. The speech in Queens is neither too fast or too slow. Speech has a measured, confident tone with a mixed vocabulary. Now, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you. If you're enjoying it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Now let's move to the Bronx, where the classic
now this is where I'm a pro at, bro. I'm gonna be able to tell y'all really what it is, though.
New York accent has never really left. It's loud, it's proud, it's full of flavor. People from the Bronx don't ask, they ask. And people from the Bronx aren't.
Yo, I just asked him. Yo, that's crazy, bro. It's really how niggas be talking. Yo, did he ask you? Ask. Yo.
They're talking. Now, the Bronx accent is heavily shaped by its Latin, Caribbean, and African American roots, especially from Puerto Rico, República Dominicana, and Black American communities. This accent blends elements of African American vernacular English with Spanish-influenced pronunciation, rhythm, and slang. You'll hear fast.
Yo, shout out to my bros people, bro. Shout out to the fucking bros, bro. Y'all know what we do over here. Hold on, let's see.
Emphatic speech, rolled or tapped R's, and Spanglish phrases woven seamlessly into conversation like, yo, That joint was Oli Fuego. The tone is
we don't say that, bro. Niggas don't be like, that's OD Fuego. Fire. That was fire.
bold, expressive, and street smart, reflecting
Facts.
Burra's deep ties to hip-hop culture, Afro-Latin identity, and working class resilience. Listen to this clip, which I think summarizes Bronx speech in a very nice fashion.
But we done had a precinct on the block before coming ATL, like, yo, y'all wildin', because the neighbors
Y'all wildin'. Y'all wildin'.
I ain't gonna lie, the neighbors would walk
Ain't
down the
gonna lie.
driveway, private property.
Right.
You feel me? I remember when I first opened the door the first ever time.
Nah, this is what I fucking Phantom, bro. Like, Phantom really, like, I feel like I see a lot of myself in Phantom, bro. Like, first of all, we from the Bronx. We Dominican. We got the same swag, you feel me? And he know the vibes, bro. Like, you know, there's a lot of Dominicans that don't really know the vibes, bro. Phantom know the vibes, bro. That's a fact. Shout out to Phantom, bro.
They kept asking me, like,
That dude know the vibes.
like, they didn't believe that I lived there. I was like, nah, this is crazy.
So as you can hear by the clip, Bronx speech is fast, clipped, and almost musical. It carries that raw hip-hop culture in its DNA. Words get dropped, blended, and flipped. There's rhythm in the conversation, and it punches. Now, here are three components of this accent. The first is fast, direct delivery. Speak.
Yo, don't get a Bronx motherfucking mad, bro. Because they gonna talk to you a mile a minute, bro. That's a fact, bro. I'm talking slow right now because I want y'all to understand me. But I really be talking, bro. I can talk fast. First of all, I'm from the Bronx. And I'm Dominican, bro. Niggas talking dumb fast.
Yo, bro. This is lit, bro. You trying to get sturdy?
What you mean get sturdy? Bro, I got my cup right here. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, get another shot right now.
I'm about to get one right now.
Which is quick and assertive with clipped endings and strong emphasis. The second, as mentioned earlier, is Spanglish mixed with street slang. You'll hear phrases like mad tie, OD, and fuego mixed seamlessly. The last component that I like to
We don't say fuego, bro. Where's he getting that shit from? He didn't show a clip of nobody saying fuego. My niggas don't say fuego, bro.
discuss.
I'll say that shit. I won't even say that shit in fucking Spanish, nigga. Esa vaina fuego. Nah, bro.
This high
When I say fuego, I'm talking about actual, like, physical fire, bro. I'm not talking about, like, fire. You know what I'm saying?
energy intonation. Sentences often rise in pitch at the end, giving urgency or attitude.
Chat, how you guys all doing? You guys are amazing. Today is the day.
That's not even New York slang,
where
bro.
A lot of
Today's
big
the day.
things are gonna take place. Y'all know what's going on currently right now. A lot of y'all are in here to know what's going on, to see something that I can't believe
Niggas just highlighting anything, bro. Something.
going on, to see something that I can't believe is even coming, chat. Y'all seen the announcement. Y'all see a lot of things.
Niggas highlighting everything, bro. Niggas say, y'all seen the announcement. I highlight some actual New York shit.
Now moving on to Brooklyn, the home of Biggie, bagels, and forget about it. The Brooklyn accent, particularly in historically black and
Damn, bro, you just ended a Bronx shit like that,
Y'all
bro.
seen
Like,
the
conclude
announcement.
it, bro. Come on.
Y'all see a lot of things.
Now moving on to Brooklyn, the home of Biggie, bagels, and forget about it. The Brooklyn accent, particularly in historically black and Afro-Caribbean neighborhoods like Bed-Stuy, Flatbush, and East New York, blends African-American vernacular English with strong West Indian influences from Jamaican, Trinidadian, and Haitian communities. This creates a vibrant, assertive speech style marked by rhythmic flow, expressive intonation, and frequent code switching between English, patois, and slang. You'll hear terms like word, nah mean, or that's facts, delivered with Brooklyn grit and Caribbean flavor. Listen to this clip.
Let me tell you why you're wrong, and let me tell you why you dead wrong, because it's deeper than that. Me and Slim were friends for 4 years, and we decided that we were going to go into business together, right? And I was over there, Cash Money. I was getting ready to be partners with them. While I was over there, we were working a lot. Like, I was in Miami, and he put me in the studio. I would be in New York, and we'd be working. We were constantly talking.
Notice how she pronounced New York and talking. All of these are dead giveaways that she's from Brooklyn. Now, here are
That's not true, bro, because I say it the same way. New York, and talking. Let me see how she said it.
New York, and we'd be working a lot. Like, I was in Miami, and he put me in the studio. I would be in New York, and we'd be working.
New York.
We were constantly talking.
Notice how she pronounced New York.
She said talking, bro.
We were constantly talking.
Notice how she pronounced New York.
Talking.
Talking.
New
All
York
of
niggas
these
say
are dead
talking.
giveaways that she's from Brooklyn. Now, here are 3 key components of the...
Wait. I just thought about this, bro. Why is a UK nigga talking to us by our accent? Tell the nigga go talk about his accent, bro. This nigga wildin'.
Accent. The first is its gritty delivery. Deep, grounded tone with streetwise confidence. Ends of words may be dropped, so...
Nah, you know what's funny, bro, about Brooklyn dudes? I don't know what it is, but like, I could see someone from Brooklyn, and I just know they from Brooklyn, bro. Like, it's not even the clothes or the hat, nothing, bro. I see a nigga face, and I know he from Brooklyn, bro. Facts.
Ends of words may be dropped, so instead of nothing, getting. The second is a strong Caribbean flavor.
How you say it?
With streetwise confidence. Ends of words may be dropped.
So shout out for the follow.
Nothing, or getting. The second is a strong Caribbean flavor. Especially in Flatbush or Crown Heights, expect patois and cultural slang like wagwan or bumbaclad. The third is signature.
Bumbaclad.
Terms like word, nah mean, facts are used with weight and emphasis. And finally, out to Staten Island.
Man, who the fuck gives a fuck about Staten Island? Nigga gonna talk to me about a Staten Island accent.
Where its African American and Latino communities blend classic working class New York speech with influences from African American vernacular English, Puerto Rican Spanish, and Caribbean dialects. The speech is expressive and assertive, often mixing.
Yo, they just look like Staten Island niggas, bro. Keep them niggas on that little island over there.
Local NY phrases like you bugging with regional slang and code switching. Now listen to this clip where a Staten Island native is speaking.
It's not just the setting, because the setting is what it is. That's
Method Man
Hollywood
from
thinking.
Staten Island?
Yeah. But we know better. You know what I mean?
Yo, we got a new sub. Yo, MXLXCI, thanks for the gifted sub, boy. Yes, sir. Hold on.
Shoulders better. Family matters, subs, all that stuff. But what we get, what we gravitate to is those hood stories. Why? Because regardless of what our situation is, whether we moved out, however, when we go back, they're still there.
That's a fact.
And that's all they see, man. Before I even started doing music, I never even left New York.
Now, what would be interesting to know is what you guys think about the New York accents discussed in this video.
Appreciate you for that sub, my boy.
If you enjoyed this video, go and check out my other accent videos up here. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you found the video useful, feel free to share it to somebody else who may find it interesting.
W in the chat.
As always,
W in the
I'll
chat.
see you in the next one. Peace.
Alright, to be honest, bro, I didn't really like the way he went over the accents, bro. He just highlighting the wrong words, talking about this from the wrong borough, whatever. He from the UK, bro. He not supposed to be talking about the New York accent, bro. I don't know. That's just me, though. Well, fuck it. Should we watch another accent video? Oh, my God, bro.